The way I see this budget is a little bit different. This is with the best will in the world, given the difficult financial situation this is in, we are almost certainly not going to come out of this budget the week after the most popular government ever, right? I don't think I am breaking any confidence or being disloyal to my party by acknowledging that fact. And therefore, given that there are difficult decisions, we might as well make the right ones. Right. And what does that mean? That means actually, I know nobody knows what building up fiscal headroom means, but you might as well build up fiscal headroom. Because that's the thing that can ensure that this is the final difficult budget and we're not back having to make difficult decisions next year and consumers and businesses can come in knowing that they've confidence. It also, I think, means starting to do good reforms to our tax system. One element we haven't talked about of our tax system that is incredibly anti-growth is just how bloody insane it is. Like, thousands and thousands and thousands of pages where you have VAT rules that are trying to work out the temperature of a pasty and, not necessarily want to go into those ones, but it's an incredibly complicated tax system. Incentives are often in the right places. In many ways, it works in an incredibly aggressive way. So what can we do to start to reform that in more of a pro-growth way? Potentially looking at reforming property taxes, which, incredibly difficult for the construction and house building industry in particular. Actually, I've said out loud that I think that there was a reasonable point that was made about this having national insurance and income tax running as two completely separate taxes. Actually, should we start to look at in the long term medium term, how we can merge those together and form one income tax with them. So in a world where there's no easy decisions, let's acknowledge that they're all difficult and make sure that we do the right ones.
And so are you expecting these things to come up next week?
Well, we'll have to wait for the budget. I'm just...
it was worth a try.
I don't know, and if I did, I wouldn't leak it.
Isn't that the point? Isn't there supposed to have been like a backbench briefing where to show where things have moved from? Rachel Reeves before the election was having smoked salmon breakfasts, and it's been briefed today that backbenchers were being taken in for cheese straws. That's how bad things have got.
God.
You just got a cheese straw if you were lucky. Did you get one
to bring your own cheese straws as well?
Or bring your own?
Look,
Are you partial to a cheese straw?
Did you enjoy the cheese straw?
I cannot remember the extent of I could not tell you what M&S goods I have been given by the Treasury